here, I just want you to say who you are and where you're from. I just want the people in the room to realize that we do have media floating around that do want to talk to you, recognize who they are, and feel free to introduce yourself to them, because we are always looking for people to talk to. Most important things of the night, I want to bring up the real force behind the EQUUS Film Festival, the one that created it back in 2013. Lisa Dearson, come on up here. If it wasn't for Lisa's vision, this would not exist. So, you know, we really, our whole heart and soul goes out to Lisa, because she was the one, and she can tell you the story. I think that's what the people want to hear. How did you start this?
You guys, without the films and the books and the art tonight is spectacular. Without that, we wouldn't have this film festival. So thank you all for all of your unbelievable creative work.
I've been a documentary filmmaker for the past 11 years, but this is my first feature documentary premiering. My film is called Pee Wee Level. It is premiering tomorrow at 12:15 downstairs. Please come if you can. My film is a film that is about a mother and her daughter. My characters are actually in the audience, so I would say Parker, Level, and Cash and Level are here. So thank you from North Carolina, and yes, I'd love to talk to you more about it.
So the name means three things. One, yes, the hounds. My grandmother preferred the female hounds to the male hounds. She just thought they were smarter.
Okay.
Funny.
Sorry I asked that question.
And the second reason is a more nostalgic one. She was a lady. She was a great lady, and she was at the end of her life when I made the film. And then the third reason is that the film is really a look at class in America. I mean, my grandmother was extremely affluent growing up. Her great-grandfather was E.H. Harriman. And so her family was that, and so there's a debutante song in the film, Good Night Ladies, where you end the film with that. So it's sort of about that. It's like a time gone by, but great question.
Scout. You do a good job. You look for trouble. Is that what you're doing?
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
行。
找精彩的地儿。Yeah, these big. You're such a good boy.
They were tortured and they suffered and starved. It's just sickening to know that somebody did that to an animal. And I just wish we would have got there sooner.
Well, first and foremost, I say when people do terrible things, to some extent they lose the right to be left alone. And I think that is the case here.
Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Go do it again. You're a good boy.
Except for the dogs and birds, there has been a strange silence in the preserve for the past 2 years. It's a kind of a hush. No hooves on hard-packed trails, no whinnies or nickers, no crunch and whip as happy horse mouths tear at palm fronds and blossoms, no coming around a bend and seeing them. But there is life in the hush, something stirring, slowly, ever so slowly.
So why did you and where did you get this horse?
I bought him last week from auction in New Jersey. There was one bid before mine that was from Kill Buyer, and I made one purchase above that, which was out of the pound for pound range. So he came to me. Shipped him over the night.
Were you there when it happened?
No. I bought him, I bought him over the phone. He hasn't done anything malicious or psychotic, but he is aggressive whenever...
So why are you here?
Because he's aggressive whenever I ask him to do things, and we need to overcome that. I'd like him to be purposeful and not, not being unhappy or unpleasant.
I'm so sorry. I called it the hanging barn because I didn't know what else to call it. I saw horses suspended in homemade slings from the rafters, and they were thin, their eyes were vacant, and they just looked like they'd lost all hope.
It's amazing for the ones that did survive and did make it, that they all have great homes now and they have wonderful lives. And it's just so happy to see them come back from that.
Hey, well again, we're still here at EQUUS Film Festival in New York, Manhattan. As I told some people earlier, if we stayed here for about another week, then we could go 5 blocks north to Macy's and watch the parade. We'd be right here. But we're having a great time at the Helen Mills Theater. It's the 2017 EQUUS Film Festival. We also have art and we have authors. With me is Sally Morgan. Now, Sally is an author out of Western Massachusetts. And the book is Dances of the Heart. The Dances of the Heart. And it's about connecting with animals. So first of all, and we have Tristan right here. This is Tristan. Hi, Tristan. You're wondering how I know your name, don't you? And Tristan is the corgi who wrote the book.
No.
Of Sally.
Featured heavily in the last section.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Shannon Budnick. I am the Mid-Hudson Regional Director for the New York State Horse Council. We're very proud to be back here at the EQUUS Film Festival in Manhattan. And thank you very much for having us.
Hello, my name's Alison Clark, and I'm the Southeast Vice President of the New York State Horse Council for New York City and Long Island, and we're delighted to have EQUUS Film Festival back again. New York State Horse Council was here right at the beginning, and we've been here every year, and it's a great event. Thanks a lot.
I'm Jacqueline Osborne, and I am the Director for the Southeast region for Long Island, Suffolk County, which is the east end of Long Island. And yes, it's the 5th annual EQUUS Film Festival. It's growing, it's fun. We're bringing people in from all over the state and the tri-state area and the world, and it's been a really wonderful part of a program to be involved with.
We are an all-volunteer organization, so we do rely with our volunteers for their support. And Allison is really instrumental in getting those volunteers locally, as well as from throughout the state. We've had some people from as far as several hours away as well. And we're just a very happy, proud membership to the New York State Horse Council and supporting the EQUUS Film Festival and many other events that we can get to.
Right. And my involvement prior to the actual show was sort of taking the lead from these two and also working with the publicity and marketing people with the EQUUS Film Festival to spread the word on Long Island. Long Island is 100 miles long from Manhattan, and there are lots of barns and farms and riders and people and trainers, and we've reached out to them by putting posters up everywhere and doing a social media campaign, trying to fill the seats, because with all the effort with all of these fantastic filmmakers, it's nice to have the audience there.
I work with a local radio station in our area that does public broadcasting for local events. We were fortunate enough to get a live interview yesterday with several folks. So Christina Rolando with Horse Sense Radio, making sense out of horses out of WTBQ in Warwick, was down here and speaking with people and doing live interviews. And Lisa Dearson, the founder, was on the radio with the radio station last week.
Indeed, yes.
I was going to help horses survive in the world that we have created, very soon into it, I realized that horses didn't have problems. I was the problem. We are the problems.
You've been running your entire life, running from yourself basically. You can either keep continuing to do this, or you can stand your ground and move forward.
When you get in the round pen, you get to see what you're doing. If you have anger, the horse stays away from you.
Politicians, people in power, they're not functioning on a conscious level. You know, you're doing this dance around your ego, but when the horse is confronting you, there's a reality that we don't often get to deal with in our daily lives anymore. They're too far removed.
Are you a fast woman?
Yes, we're both fast women.
We are very fast.
Yes.
Well, because I like the company.
Absolutely.
And I love horses, except I know very little about them, so I want to learn.
I mean, you can't find better women than here. We're having so much fun. We get to watch a fabulous filly in the beginning stages, and she'll go on to be whatever she's going to be, and we are thrilled with that. But better yet, we have really formed some fabulous friendships over this.
And there she is.
Hello, Sunshine. This is the tale of Sunshine Numbers, a racehorse who found his people and his calling.
And it is Sunshine Numbers. Not being pushed at all here and well in front. Swagger Stick is next, Spy in the Sky. Tax Ruling is next. And then comes the Price of Love as they head down the back straight. Boy, from home in this Carolina Cup, it is Sunshine Numbers with a huge advantage here. The other four had better start running. Swagger Stick is next.
Camden has become much more aware of its horse industry itself, and I think it'll help bring other industries to the city. So the more educated the population is and the more excited people are about the horses, they can all be good ambassadors when people come to look at our city to bring businesses here. So it works, and then hopefully those new people will want to buy into it. So I think it worked for everybody, but it has, I think it's really brought some buzz to the town, and especially because it is all women, and women decide a lot of things.
Being in the round pen with the horse tells you stuff, and you have to listen to it, otherwise it's not going to work out very well.
So this round pen is not a round pen, but it's a moment in time. And to me, this is not a horse, but infinite possibilities. Horses are actually more important now, more so than ever before, for our well-being, if not our survival.
So what's some of the highlights?
We had the EQUUS Film Festival week here in Camden, and it's bringing people from all over the country to come and look at a series of movies that are the winning films from the film festival out of New York.
In the tradition of legendary champions Secretariat and Seabiscuit, there is one remarkable story that sets itself apart from the rest. One horse, one man, and an unbreakable bond.
Mr. Dallaire is the man who saved the legendary horse, Snowman.
Snowman and I clicked right away. I paid $80 for him.
Discarded for $80, but destined for greatness.
All eyes this week have been on underdogs Harry Dallaire and Snowman. They've been on an unprecedented East Coast winning streak. Harry Dallaire and Snowman have done it. They have won the 1958 Triple Crown.
He got so close to me, and he got so close to my kids that he was part of the family.
Snowman would do anything my dad asked of him, and I believe that is because Snowman understood that my dad saved him.
Snowman was more than just a horse to me. He was my best friend.
Snowman, the Cinderella horse, touched the heart of a family and inspired a nation. Experience the love and friendship of Harry and Snowman.
First cattle, the first horses, the first hogs, sheep, goats came to Florida in 1521 on the second voyage of Ponce de Leon.
This is a historical ride. This ride is a reenactment of the cattle drive done back in the 1800s.
You're gonna wonder what's the matter with this saddle, because your butt's gonna get to hurting if you ain't used to riding. Bring you a box of baby powder.
Everybody gonna smell the same. I mean, it's not like you're trying to go to win a beauty contest. You're going to drive cows.
Dealing with cattle, you just have to do certain things to make it work.
We share this passion for horses, and we share this passion for cowboy lifestyle. We share an ideology that makes us basically good people.
The friendships that were made on this drive are one of the most important things.
Why are people fascinated with rags to riches? I think in a country like the United States that values equality, there's a sense that everybody's going to start with basically the same cards, and whoever plays them the best is going to win. And so if you're savvy and you work hard, then you'll get riches no matter where you come from. Whether you're running for president or whatever, a rags to riches story is kind of an American story. But rags to riches, that's probably one of the best rags to riches sports stories in America, is Casey Tibbs.
You got to know where you've been to know where you want to go and who you want to trust to get you there. I've come to know you, horse. You've taken me from nowhere to everywhere. All life is about telling stories. All stories create history. And I'm going to tell these stories honestly. This is a journey. And this journey, if you look back at your life, is your journey. signed with Motown, became an opening act for all the top acts there, the Jackson 5, Tops. We had worked with Chicago, Buddy Miles, Three Dog Night. As a writer and producer myself, they had songs that were in catalogs that I could go into the listening room and choose out of songs they owned. I wanted to talk about something that took out 42 of my friends in the entertainment industry, AIDS. Changed my lifestyle, I wouldn't be here. Because sex, drugs, and rock and roll was a huge part of where I was rocking and rolling in. Now, media has been telling me in my travels, I am the first man of African American and Native American heritage to have created a new breed of horse.
So these are my babies. These are babies.
This documentary isn't just about me, but it's about us. No animal on this planet has done more for man than the horse. So we owe this animal something. And they should never forget that.
Pristine beaches and organic produce. Little wonder then that one of a handful of thoroughbred race meetings staged here every year is known as the Gourmet Gallop. Welcome to a racetrack somewhere.